Hi, welcome back to this new program of your spiritual awakening and personal journey, part of the 30 days to transform, change, and grow series that I've been doing for the last few months. So, would you like to understand how to release your illusions and find your own truth? So, let's get going on this. Any questions? You can send me an email, melgbb555@hotmail.com, or you can leave a note on the video below, and let's see what we've got. So the affirmation is, I trust my inner knowing, I release illusions and call back my power. Okay, so today's journey is about discernment. We're living in an age of overwhelm where truth is often packaged in bright colours, big promises, and flashy credentials. There are endless voices online, in media, in our communities, telling us who we are, what we should believe, and how to grow. But not all of this is true, and not all of this is for us. So, the moon asks us to gently remove our rose coloured glasses and recognise the distortions. Maybe we've given too much power to gurus, influencers, or systems that don't feel right. And maybe deep down, we've let someone else tell us how our journey should look. So the moon reveals illusions, unconscious fears, hidden truths, and it's a powerful card for today's theme, urging us to look beyond the surface appearances. When the moon shows up, it's time to navigate through confusion and uncover what's real. It encourages you to question the stories that you've been told and the ones that you've told yourself. You may feel uncertain at times, but this is where your intuition becomes your guiding light. So if you watch my video that I did on research that sits within this program, I talk about the amount of people out there that are sort of thinking about and growing in their spirituality, but also about fake gurus and cults. So do watch that because I've got some tips in there about what to avoid. So this is your invitation to come home to your intuition. You're not lost. You've just been navigating through the fog, but your inner compass still works. Pause, go within and listen. The moon reminds us that we don't need to have all the answers right now. So pause, go within and listen. We don't have to have the answers right now. We just need to learn to trust our inner truth and take the next clear step. And I've repeated that because often we can feel really confused. We're in our head. We're trying to use logic to work out what our next step should be. And in my video that I did on flow, trust the flow, I talk about how most of my career and life has just been a state of moving from one idea to the next. Were all those ideas right and great? Um, I yeah, I think most of the time I look back and I think, yeah, they were good. But sometimes though, we do stay in situations, places, people, jobs for way too long. So the mental health tip to help us with connecting with our intuition and generating our discernment and growing our awareness is to do a digital detox. So when you come home, have a shower, relax in the bath, give yourself some time to check out from the day of being bombarded with emails and conversations and activities and moving from one place to the next. And if you can detox from your devices for a couple of hours, or even a special time in the day, like when you're doing this program, and you switch it off for an hour, and then even, if you do it late, say you do it 8, 9 o'clock, and then you don't look at your phone, you go to bed and you keep away from your phone, that's a good way to start putting some discipline into how often you access your own gadgets. So try and do that. No social media, no news, no advice content, because what happens is at the moment, say for example, you're looking at the card, you're looking at the colours, tune into the imagery of the card. Take a deep breath. And just imagine for a few moments that you're letting go of anything outside of this, outside of what you're looking at on the card. And then it's about recognizing what thoughts come into your head and what starts to distract you. So the more you sit and turn off the TV, turn off the music, turn off the distractions, you'll be able to really see how much you're still distracted. So the journal prompts with this is, what illusions or false beliefs have you been holding on to? Who or what have you trusted that didn't feel aligned? What does your intuition want you to know right now? And one of the other things that can help when we're building up our intuition and discernment, try and find a choice that you made over the last few years that just felt right, that you did it and it was a good idea, whether that was going out for the day with friends, taking a trip, buying something, doing a course, anything at all. Take your mind back to that event, see the colors, see the people, hear the sounds, connect with that memory. Now notice in your mind and body what's going on when you make a right decision, when you make a decision based on this just feels right. It feels aligned. And sometimes our decisions that feel aligned are actually aligned with our values, and that's why it works. So it's good to know what feels aligned, and then good to know what doesn't feel aligned, because then you can think about an activity, place, thing, choice that you made and afterwards regretted it. And you just thought, and lots of women say this when they're talking about early dating, is sometimes when, they enter into relationships, not in all cases, that wasn't a healthy relationship. Sometimes they say that there were flags, there were feelings that they got that just fell off. And sometimes it's just that, it just feels off, it doesn't feel right. And so your body is not agreeing with your choice. When it's agreeing with your choice, we might feel inspired, uplifted, curious, expansive. So sometimes you can actually feel physically expansive. You want to go to an event, see your friends, you have fun. And other times you feel your body recoiling. So it's worth really practicing this. If you can practice every day on your small decisions of, do you have toast or cereal? Tune into your body, ask your body what it wants. Do you eat or not eat? Do you go to that shop or do that chore? Do you focus on this or that? So start practicing moving between different things and what are called the small decisions that we make every day. So you can start to connect with what that feels like for you, to be recognizing, physiologically recognizing that it just feels good. Just is. It is. And you feel your body moving towards it. So practice that. And the book recommendations are Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And the song recommendation is Don't Be Misunderstood by Nina Simone. And the research behind this is, studies in cognitive psychology show that humans have a tendency towards confirmation bias. We often seek out information that aligns with our current beliefs, even if those beliefs are limiting or false. So mindfulness-based practices have been shown to improve metacognition. So that's really noticing the granular details of things, to reduce susceptibility to false information by training us to pause, reflect, and consider new perspectives. And the other thing to be aware of is sometimes when you're asked something or to do something and you hum and ha about it, that can often mean a no, and people don't realize that. And so if you're used to second guessing yourself, you've really got to practice these things. And that's the same in whether you're deciding to go to a yoga class, spiritual workshop, personal development group, or even you've got a choice of two jobs, two places to live. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's, and like and subscribe, leave some comments below. Let me know if you get the book, you connect with the song, any experience that you've had in relation to this, and I look forward to seeing you next time.